everyone, it's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great day today. It's still winter out there. Not my most favorite time of the year, unfortunately. But what am I going to do about it? Just suffer through and do the best I can. Today I want to talk about a wish list that I have. I want to start collecting some great bands from the 60s and 70s in the pop era, pop rock type of era. I don't have any other than what's on Spotify or iTunes, but there are some great influential bands from that era that the songs today still stand the test of time. And I want to discuss 10 bands that I want to start off with as far as I think a great wish list and a great start to that era. So as I add to the collection, I'll review probably each album and the band itself, and some great, wonderful bands again from that era. Before I do, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you so much for all you who have liked and subscribed so far. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there, be informative, and help you guys discover all these great bands and songs and artists that I have in my collection and will have in my collection eventually as well. So thank you. So starting it all off, these aren't in any particular order. Oh, there's my buddy Max behind me. Hi Max. Hey buddy. Great band, Welsh English rock band, active from the 60s and 70s. Band called Badfinger. Very heavily Beatles influenced. Actually, they were hailed as the new Beatles. One of their songs, Come and Get It, was actually composed by Paul McCartney. Other hits were Baby Blue and Day After Day. There's a bit of a tragic story to this band, and once I get an album or two, I'll discuss the band and its history and just the sad fate of what could have been a potentially amazing band. Number 2 on the list is Buffalo Springfield, active between 1966 and 1968. Canadian/American rock band. Included greats such as Stephen Stills and Neil Young, the great Canadian Neil Young. Also from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young fame. Some major hits off of that era of the band. For What It's Worth, Mr. Soul, Stop Children, What's That Sound? Of course, they went on to form many years of greatness with Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Number 3 on the list is The Association, 1965 American band. I think they're still active today. Big hit from them is Never My Love and Cherish and Windy. Very soft rock type of band, but beautiful harmonies, awesome band. Number 4 on the list is The Byrds, American rock band, started in 1964. David Crosby, again of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young era. Roger McGuinn, lead vocalist, lead guitarist, beautiful 12-string sound. George Harrison was a big fan of Roger McGuinn's and actually not copied a few of his songs, but was influential in getting George to discover the 12-string and create some great hits from that. Big hits from the Byrds are 8 Miles High, A Mr. Tambourine Man, Turn, Turn, Turn. Number 5 on the list, one of my all-time favorite bands from that era, The Grassroots, American pop band beginning in 1966 till about 1975. They had 2 gold albums, 1 gold single, and a slew of Billboard charting hits. I think they were on the chart top 100 21 times. Big hits from them were Midnight Confession, Temptation Eyes, Let's Live for Today, and Two Divided by Love. Number 6 on the list was the Hollies. It's a British rock band, began in 1962. Graham Nash, again of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young era. There's a bit of a theme going on there. Alan Clark was the vocalist as well. Great 3-part harmonies in the band. Big hit from them, the heavy Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress. You Ain't Heavy, He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother, and The Air That I Breathe. Again, beautiful harmonies out of that beautiful band. Number 7 is Lovin' Spoonful, American rock band formed in 1965 by lead singer and songwriter John Sebastian. Big hits from them were Summer in the City and Do You Believe in Magic. What list wouldn't be complete without the Monkees on it? Great American rock pop band from 1966, famed off the TV series of the same name. Members included Mickey Dolenz, Mike Nesmith, Peter Tork, and Davy Jones. Unfortunately, Peter Tork and Davy Jones are no longer with us. Mike Nesmith and Mickey Dolenz were still touring, as far as I understand. They were talking of retirement, but I think they're still touring out there. Big hits from them were Daydream Believer, Last Train to Clarksville, and Pleasant Valley Sunday. They did have a lot of session musicians in the studio, but they were all musicians at the time, believe it or not. Peter Tork was, I think, one of the more trained musicians, but all great musicians. They did quite well. I like them. They're a great band. Kind of a Beatles rivalry at the time, the Americans' version of the Beatles. Number 9 on the list is the Yardbirds, British blues pop band out of 1963. At different times in the band, they had 3 different lead guitarists, beginning with Eric Clapton and Jeff Beck, and then Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page, of course, went on to form, through the Yardbirds, Led Zeppelin. They're still active today. They formed a group with 3 of the 4 members called Box of Frogs. Different form of the band. Big hits from them were For Your Love, Heart Full of Soul, and Train Kept Rollin'. And finally, number 10, the Zombies, English pop band formed in 1962. Formed by Rod Argent and vocalist Colin Blunson. Big hits from them were Time of the Season, She's Not There, and Tell Her No. Just 10 of many bands from that era. I could have gone into the Mamas and the Papas and all these great bands from the 60s. Fifth Dimension, and so on and so forth. The Archies, another pop cartoonish type of band, but great vocalists. I think Andy Kim was the lead singer, if I'm not mistaken, out of that band. But yeah, it's a great era, great time of great music, and again, something that's on my wish list to grow and add to my collection. So thank you much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.